Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to talk about what is incognito mode inside of your web browser. This is something that is pretty uniform to all web browsers these days. It's not just a new feature that only a couple of them have. And basically, it's a way to privately browse the internet without it saving information about your browsing history, cookies and site data about where you've gone, and what sort of stuff you enter into search fields and forms and stuff while you're looking at different things so that it can remain private, secret, or just not something that other people that either look at your computer or share your computer will ever know about. That said, it does do things like websites you visit still know that you visited. If you're working at if you're at work or if you're at school, your school and your employer will still know what activity you did on the computer. So be careful what you're viewing on the internet, especially if it's against your business's policies or against your school's rules. And your internet service provider will also still know what you're doing unless you're using a VPN to completely hide some of that traffic from your service provider themselves. So when you want to go and open up a new incognito window, all you have to do is go to these three little buttons up here in the upper right-hand corner, and then click on the new incognito window. You can also go Ctrl-Shift-N, and boom, now you're inside of a new incognito window with an incognito tab, and it'll also tell you the very same information that I told you about, that info that is and isn't saved by your browser and places you go when you're using incognito window as well. The other way that you can open up an incognito window is actually going all the way down to the little app list, a little taskbar at the bottom of the screen. You can right-click Chrome, and inside this right-click of Chrome, you can go on the bottom here and say New Incognito Window as well. And then, of course, the last way that you can go through and open a new incognito tab or window is by finding something that you want to view, but you don't want that to be in like your search history for whatever reason, because places like YouTube or Google or whatever, they like to keep that information to feed you stuff that they think you might be interested in, so they can feed you more ads. All you have to do is right click something, and in this little right click window, you can just say open in a new incognito window. And then boom, we can now look at this woodpecker without anyone knowing that we're secretly a bird watcher. Don't tell anyone, they'll ruin our street cred. So anyway, that's just a brief look at how incognito windows work. You can do this on your phone as well, although your phone treats these a little bit differently with splitting your regular internet browser tabs and your incognito tabs at the exact same time in the same app. So it's not like a different window, it's all contained within the same window. It can be a little bit confusing. So just keep that in mind, but it's a useful tool if you want to browse for certain things without them being apparent that you browse certain things. So I hope you found this helpful. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.